Hello and thanks for stopping by the Sister Cousins Lifestyle Channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video we are doing the spring home tour, but we're also going to be transitioning the home into summer. So it's going to be a decorate with me video. So we're going to take a look back on what I did for spring and then just kind of show what little subtle changes that I'm going to make for my summer decor. So if you'd like to see how it all comes together, keep on watching. So this is how I had decorated my home for the spring. Absolutely love this. Of course, the florals there are gone, and I've had to replace those florals, which I'll be doing again today. So I'll be sharing that. But basically, I'm going to keep this part of the home pretty much the same through the summer. It works. I keep a minimalist look at all times. And so, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Now, I did have these little bunnies here, and it is time to go ahead and take those away for the summer. I like to keep them out over the spring, the little moss bunnies. I just think they're so cute, but I'm going to go ahead and put them away. And just to keep this space really nice and clear, I'm just going to kind of move that over. I've got my candle warmer here that I keep here, and that's pretty much all I'm going to do here. I like to have the maximum amount of space for prepping and cutting and that type of thing, so we are all set there. This corner here, I put it together. I don't know, it kind of stays the same all the time. I don't change it a lot, but this is what it's looking like. I've got this little greenery here, and that can certainly take me right on into the fall. So we're not going to worry about changing that out. This is just going to stay as is. So this is the whole countertop, and I think it's fine. So the coffee station pretty much stays the same all the time. I may switch out things that I have on my shelves, things like that. I've currently got my magnolias up there, and I really like them. I kind of like the whole setup, to be honest with you, but I did get one thing that is new to me that I'm adding to my cart here. It is this little candlestick lamp that I got thrifting, actually from a garage sale in the neighborhood. It is a solid brass base here, and I'm loving it on my coffee station. Now, I had shared this in a previous haul, but I'm just showing you how I ultimately ended up styling it, and I just put it here on my beverage station here next to the coffee bar, and I love the way that it looks. Now, this was a find of a lifetime, really not of a lifetime, but you know what I mean. It was a good find. I love it. It's really, really nice. It matches so nicely with my decor, despite being a little antique piece. It was only $3 for this lamp. Like I said, I got it from a garage sale, and I found out after the fact that it was a Baldwin lamp, or a brand that I wasn't familiar with, but I love it. Here it is, with an evening view, and how it adds so much life to this little space. I just love lighting in general, and so I'm really happy with this little lamp. I think it's really, really nice. That's about all I'm doing to my coffee station. It is very, very functional and practical, and it's perfect for spring, summer, so no need to really transition anything else. Now, I had left my dining table very, very basic with just this travertine vase with some olive stems in it. And then I was out at Ross one day, minding my own business, and I ran into these travertine candle holders. So I did pick up both of these. They were $11.99 each, and they match really, really nicely with the vase. So I just picked these up, and I brought them home, and I set them on either side. I never put candles in them. I just kind of set them there. So I'm going to show you what they look like. I love a good stone. I love marbles, all types of marble stones. And so travertine has just been a love of mine recently. So whenever I find a piece and it's affordable, I always pick it up. I really have too much. I know that, but I love it. So I really like it, and where I would normally bring out my vase and put my fresh flowers in, I think I want to enjoy it just a little bit longer because I'm enjoying it. So why not? Why change it just because a season is about to change? So I'm out of the business of that. If it's a look that I like and I carry it on for a season or two, it's perfectly fine. With that being said, it is time for me to bring in some fresh flowers. I like to have my fresh flowers, so I was over at Trader Joe's today. Let me show you what I picked up. I picked up some greenery. Now these packs here, they run anywhere from $3.99 to $4.99 a pack. I don't know what either of these are. Sometimes they just say assorted greens, and that's what it says. These kind of look like a palm leaf or whatever. And then I don't know what you call this. I don't know if this is St. John's wort. I don't know what it is. So it just says green accents, but I thought they were pretty. And then I picked up the white hydrangeas. So I want to do an arrangement with these. I think these are so pretty. So I'm gonna get a vase for these to go in, and let's put one together. So I am ready to pull out my ellipse vase that I got from Z Gallery. If you've been watching my channel, you have seen this vase a lot. I use it all the time, and I love it with fresh flowers especially. It's such a versatile piece. It's very large. It's very awkward to work with, but it's a really, really pretty piece, and I love doing it with live flowers. I like decorating it with faux flowers. You can put decorative objects down in it because it's such a large piece. It's just really nice. But today I'm decorating with fresh flowers. I've got some black river stones in there, and I've just added my water, and now I'm adding the little packet that comes with the fresh florals to kind of keep them fresh. And then I'm going to go in and start to arrange the flowers. Now, I always say there's no right or wrong to the way that you arrange these flowers. It's whatever look you like. So I'm just kind of putting these in here after I clip the ends of them so that they can absorb the water and the nutrients in there. And I'm just kind of putting them in there any type of way and just kind of going for whatever looks good to me. I am not a professional at all, but I love flowers, and so that's just what I do. I just go for something that I like. I probably should have started with the greenery first. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just going with it. I love hydrangeas, so I'm just putting them in here the way that I like them. And yeah, I'm going from there. I rarely buy white hydrangeas. I usually like the shamrock ones, but these are really, really pretty. And so I was excited to get them. And if you have a Trader Joe's in your area, that is the best place that I have found to get your fresh flowers because they have them at a really, really good price point. So I'm going in now, adding the greenery in here. And it's coming together. I am really, really loving it. Now, as I'm putting these flowers in here, I'm thinking, now what you going to do with this arrangement? Because normally it would go on my dining room table. My dining room table is otherwise occupied. So I'm going to go ahead and redo my entryway. This is what my entryway looked like from the spring. I have some magnolias out here. I have my torso, my lamp, and that's pretty much it on this space. So I am kind of tired of looking at these things right here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these. I always have a coffee table book of some type there. So I'm just removing all of these items. I'm going to give this entryway table a much needed dust off. And then here I am bringing this vase here. Now I have never styled this entryway with live flowers in this vase before. I've used the vase here many times, but not with the live flowers. But I can tell you now that it is a really, really good look, and I like it. So I'm just kind of cleaning off now my little fingerprints that I've gotten on there and little water smudges or whatever. But I am loving, loving, loving the way that this has come together. It is such a welcome change. And so this is what it's looking like. I love it, love it, love it. I love the river stones in there too. So that's something different. Normally when I do with my fresh flowers, I just add the water, but it's a really nice look to kind of put some stones down in the bottom or whatever as well. So now we're going over here to my living room. This is another space that I'm not doing a lot of changes to, but there are some things that definitely need to be changed out. And I'm going to do that right now. So on my fireplace credenza, I just had this little decorative object that I brought in. I got that from Ross in the chrome, and I had that little chrome decorative ball in the hands. I've really been enjoying that piece for whatever reason. Over here, I just had these stems here, and they definitely need to go. They scream early spring, late winter, early spring, so it is time to switch those out. And then my coffee tables, I kind of had them very, very minimal. My pillows, the same. So nothing really needs to be changed over here, but I will go ahead and change my coffee table. I like switching that out every now and then just for a different look, but nothing major. I love the way that it looks. I have that book there that is a book that belonged to my cousin who's long since passed away. And I found that amongst his things. I've had it for years and years and just decided to bring that out. And I have really been enjoying that, and I'm going to keep it out a little bit longer. I've got some very neutral and minimal art over the sofa. And I just kind of keep this place like this most times. It is a heavily, heavily used space in my home. And it's often in disarray, but today is one of those rare times where things are kind of put together. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and change out this coffee table just because. And I picked this bowl up. I've shared it in a recent haul. I got it from Ross and it was $39.99. I have seen these things at so many different Rosses. So if you are interested in this bowl, definitely pick it up. It is a very nice, solid, substantial piece, and it is timeless. So I have these travertine balls. Here I go with this travertine again, these decorative objects or spheres that I have, and I'm just putting them in the bowl, and that's just kind of how I'm going to be styling it. I may switch that out at a later date. I don't know, but for right now, I like that look. And so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to head over here to those stems that we said. Those are just scream winter or early spring. So we're going to go ahead and take those away. And every goodbye ain't gone. So remember, these were at the entryway and I removed them prior to putting the fresh florals there. So I'm just going to bring this vase over here for now. It probably won't stay that way, but I'll just enjoy them over here for a little while before I go ahead and put them away. So, yeah, I'm just kind of trying to position them a little bit. I love magnolias. They are one of my favorite flowers. So whenever I can decorate with them, I love to do that. So this is what the living room is looking like. And I'm realizing now that my lamp is missing. I usually have a task lamp right there by my sofa. And it was on loan to another room in my home, but it really wasn't working there because it did not throw out enough light for what I needed. So I have been on the hunt for the perfect mid-century modern lamp for this space. And I saw this Thurston lamp, fell in love with it, but you can see the price there, $1,500. I'm not trying to spend that kind of money on it, so that's not going to work. So I went to Facebook Marketplace as something I always do, and I found a very good dupe. And here it is. It's got 4 lights on it. It is very mid-century mod. The bottom of it is like a marble. It's so good. It's very heavy. I will change these bulbs out eventually, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and go with them. But I love this. Look at that. That's a nice lamp. It was $15. Cannot beat that. Cannot. And it goes so well with my decor style. So we're going to go ahead and put it in place and give it a try. I love a good deal, and this was a perfect one, and it was right in my neighborhood, so that was all the better. So I just went over there and I picked it up, and it works perfectly. Love it. Look how it looks. It's perfect, and I love the light that is thrown out. I can already tell that it is going to work for me for, working on my puzzle or doing my crafting or whatever into the night as I like to do. This is going to give me just what I need. I love it. Love it, love it, love it for $15. So now I can return my task lamp to its original home. It works perfectly here in this sofa, and I love the way that it looks there. And so now we're going into the primary suite. And for the spring season, I started to bring in more of my lighter decor pieces. And so I don't think I'm going to really change anything out here for right now. Anyway, I'm loving the white, the black with the brass color. So I think I'm going to just kind of go with that a little bit longer here. I probably will bring a floral in here. I tried to grow a plant in here. I had a peace lily in here, but she really didn't care for being in here much. So I've moved her out to the living room. And I would like to try to find another plant for the bedroom. So I may do that at some point, but I don't have anything right now. And this is the way everything is looking. I love the neutral colors. I love the that I brought in that olive green. That's a nice little pop of color. Just to kind of break up some of the beige and the white and things like that. So I am liking that quite a bit. These table lamps I've had for a long time, and yeah, I'm just enjoying those. That chair there, I thrifted that and did a little DIY reupholster on that. So I'm just going to continue to roll with that a little while longer. I do have some faux stems down here that are very spring-like, so I will be removing these because it is definitely time to pack those away until next year. in early spring, I did bring in some new window coverings here, and I did have them hung all the way up to the ceiling, which was a change, and I'm really enjoying that. It really just kind of makes your room look larger and kind of draws the eye up, which I do like. But yeah, that's what I have going on here. But thanks so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you found this video inspiring or that you got some nice ideas from it. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave today? That way we can stay connected. And to all my returning family members, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you all over here on my next one. Bye-bye.